Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon, and today I posted a question for you guys, and the most requested video was brushes for beginners. So today we're going to talk about brushes, the tools you need as a beginner to do your makeup. And before you do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida. And if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Enough of that, let us go straight into the video. So we are going to start with what you need for the eye makeup before we move on to the face. So for the eyebrows, you only need two things. The first one is a spoolie to brush through the eyebrows, okay, before you start filling in. And then the second thing you need is a flat brush to clean the eyebrows. Flat brush, flat on the surface, flat on both sides, not an angle brush. Beginners, not an angle brush, a flat brush. And that is what you're going to use to clean the eyebrows. So moving on to eyeshadow, you don't need a brush to set the lids before applying eyeshadow. You can use your finger for this, but if you must use a brush, make sure it is a fluffy brush, okay? A fluffy brush, not a rigid angle brush, a fluffy brush. That is what you're going to use to set your lids before eyeshadow. Moving on to eyeshadow brushes are normally small, round, fluffy, okay? Round and very fluffy. Very fluffy. The texture is normally very smooth, as you can see. Very fluffy, small, round and fluffy. So that is what you use for eyeshadow. They come in different sizes. There is a smaller sizes, and then there is bigger sizes. So the smaller sizes are used to start the transition, okay? So the first brush you use is normally a smaller brush, the smallest eyeshadow brush, still round and fluffy. That is what you're going to use to apply the first transition. And then next, to blend the transition, you go for a bigger brush, still round and fluffy, in that order, okay? And then to darken the outer corner, you can use the small brush. So for transition, you only need like 2 brushes, not more than that. And then around the cut crease region or the crease region, you can use an angle brush. Make sure it's a bit fluffy. It does not have to be very fluffy, just a flat brush. As you can see, it's angled, actually flat-ish brush. It is not very round and fluffy, it's flattish. Especially when you're using a matte shade, make sure it is very fluffy for a matte shade. If you're using a shimmery shade, you can go for something rigid, okay? For lashes, you don't need brushes at all. You can use just your fingers, but if you need a tool for it, you can use this tool or use a tweezer to apply the lashes. If you must use a tool, you can just use your finger for this. And that is all you need for eye makeup. So when it comes to the face, for the skin prep procedures, that is moisturizer, sunscreen, serum, primer, you don't need a brush. You can just use your finger. So moving on to foundation, you can either use a beauty blender or a foundation brush. So foundation brushes are normally medium in size, fluffy, just a bit fluffy, not too fluffy, and flat on the surface. That is the most important part. By the surface, I mean on top of the brush, it is flat. Sometimes they can be a bit angled, but flat on the surface. Still fluffy, okay, a bit fluffy. Sometimes they can become round or angled shape, but it is flat on the surface. Or you can choose to use a beauty blender. Make sure it is soft and bouncy. The beauty blender should be soft and bouncy, very soft. So for a beauty blender to blend, you're just tapping, okay? So the difference between using a beauty blender and a foundation brush is when it's easier to use a beauty blender. Beginners, I would recommend you use a beauty blender, but beauty blenders absorb more products, so you're going to use more products for beauty blender than for brush. When it comes to blending with a brush, you can drag the product down like that first and then tap to blend. So when it comes to foundation brushes, they actually give you more coverage than beauty blenders, because remember, beauty blenders absorb more products. Okay, when it comes to blending in concealer, you can use the very same beauty blender you use. That is why I recommend beauty blenders for beginners, because it is wide in range when it comes to use. So you can use the same beauty blender to blend in the concealer. But if you choose to use a brush, the brush we use for blending in concealer is normally oval in shape. Is it oval? Like an egg. They're normally smaller sizes with an oval shape. They are an oval shape because oval shapes are easy to penetrate around the under eye. I hope you guys understand. That is why we use those brushes to blend in a concealer, and they're not too fluffy. And then when it comes to contouring, cream contouring the nose, use a smaller brush. Make sure it's a bit fluffy to blend in that cream. Make sure you don't use a very dark shade of cream contour for the nose. Okay. And the reason why I recommend beauty blenders, again, you're going to see a very important use for beauty blenders. Again, you can use the very same beauty blender to set in. So just use the side where it has product, take a bit of the setting powder and set in the areas you highlighted with the concealer. So again, they're very versatile. You can use them from foundation to blending in concealer to setting the concealer. That is why for beginners I would recommend you go for a beauty blender instead of just brushes for blending in the face. So when it comes to powder contour, on the other hand, you're going to use fluffy brushes. They're normally medium in size. Again, they're not too big. The size is not too big, medium in size, but very fluffy, because powder products require fluffy brushes. Sometimes they can come a bit angled like that, but still very fluffy. The size is medium. It's important to note that. Okay, don't go for a very big brush when you're contouring. So you're going to start with contouring the cheeks with a fluffy brush, and then use the very same brush to contour the forehead as well. So when it comes to powder contour for the nose, to draw the contour lines, you see that a small angle brush. It's not too rigid. It's a bit rigid but not too rigid, and that is what you're going to use to draw the contour lines. Only for drawing the contour lines, that is for powder contour for the nose. And then after that, to blend in, you use a different brush, a cleaner brush. Make sure this brush is fluffy, not rigid, fluffy, so it blends in that product to avoid having harsh contour lines on your nose. And then after that, for finishing powder for the whole face, you need a very big, round and fluffy brush. Very fluffy. For powder products, use fluffy brushes. For the finishing, it's normally the biggest brush, still round and very fluffy. That is what you use to set the whole face with your finishing powder that matches your skin tone. And for highlighting the cheeks, there are no rules for which brush you should use. Just make sure it is very fluffy. It is a smaller brush, but very fluffy. Okay, very fluffy. It's important for you to use a very fluffy brush because that is what blends in the highlighter. Otherwise, it's just going to look like a patch on your face. To highlight the nose, use a smaller brush and just do the tip alone. Guys, for these brushes, there is no particular brand I use. Some are bought from the local shops. Some are actually very cheap. Some are expensive. Like, there is no particular place or brand I used. Okay, just make sure the texture is good and you know which angle brush you need for where. That is all, guys. I hope you have learned something from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.